Perfect tenses of verbs. The past perfect tense indicates an action that had already happened at some point in the past, which is expressed through the past perfect form of the verb before another action took place. That is expressed in simple past form of the verb. She had already eaten breakfast before he woke up. In this sentence, had eaten is the past perfect form indicating that the action of eating breakfast occurred before the action of waking up. The simple past woke expresses the action that followed the one described in the past perfect tense. It also refers to actions that were completed before a certain or specific time in the past. For example, by the time he arrived, they had already finished dinner. In this sentence, the action of finishing dinner, expressed with had finished, was completed before the specific time of his arrival. The past perfect tense here emphasizes that the action of finishing dinner occurred before the arrival, indicating a completed action in relation to a specific point in the past. The past perfect tense is formed by using the past tense of to have, which is had plus past participle form of the verb. This is applicable for either singular or plural subject. For example, singular subject. She had eaten dinner before the movie started. For plural subject, they had finished their homework before going to bed. In both cases, had is the past tense of to have, and it's followed by the past participle form of the main verb eaten and finished in these examples. Here are some of the past perfect tense examples. When they had left for the city, they realized the value and importance of nature. Sheila had worked as a nurse before she went abroad. After Sheila and Marisol had passed the nursing licensure examination, they applied for work. I had worked as a nurse when the COVID-19 pandemic started. You had worked as a nurse before I met you. The future perfect tense is a verb tense used with an action that will be completed sometime in the future before another future action will take place or before a specified point in the future. It is formed by using will or shall have plus the past participle form of the verb with either singular or plural subject. For example, by the time she arrives, I will have finished my work. Here, the action of finishing the work will be completed before the arrival of she. They will have completed the project before the deadline. In this case, the completion of the project will occur before the deadline. By next year, he will have traveled to 5 different countries. This indicates that the action of traveling to 5 countries will be completed before the specified point in the future, which is next year. Here are more examples of future perfect tense. By next year, they will have returned to the place together with their families. Sheila will have worked as a nurse here before she goes abroad. Sheila and Marisol shall have worked as nurses by the end of next year. I will have worked as a nurse by the time my father retires from work. You shall have worked as a nurse by then. In the future perfect tense expressions like before, by the time, by then, and by the end of are used.